of Riker and Maren, a family portrait of the three of them. That happiness blinds me. The pure humiliation of betrayal shatters my heart. Then a cold message pops up.
Do you know why your wolf stays silent? Briar laces your food with moonshade every day. He's terrified you'll threaten my position. You're pathetic.
My phone slips from my hand, and I cover my mouth. Finally, I dial a number I haven't called in years.
Dad, it's me. I need the antidote for moonshade.
Then, Maren walks into my home, dressed in luxury. I catch the smugness in her eyes instantly.
This is Maren. She used to care for Damien at the orphanage. I want her to stay here to help him adjust.
Just like that, he uses an excuse to bring his mistress and bastard child into our home. But now is not the time to snap. I force a smile.
Sure. You are so understanding, Luna Harper.
Riker takes Damien upstairs to see the bedroom.
Guess whose bed Riken was actually sleeping in every night while you were pregnant? If I were you, I'd be smart and walk away. Don't humiliate yourself.
Rain pours down. I stare at my 6-year-old son, Noah's tombstone. My mate, Alfa Riker, holds me from behind. His familiar warmth keeps me from collapsing from grief.
Harper, I swear as Alpha, the rogue wolves who killed Noah will pay in blood.
Let me alone with my son. Suddenly, I overhear Riker and his assistant Jace.
Alpha, Noah was badly hurt when he was brought back, but the pack healer said he'd make it. Why did you send the healers away? Because if Noah woke up, he would talk.
Talk about what? About Damien? Your son with Maren?
Yes. Maren said Damien pushed Noah into the rogue wolves' territory. If Noah wakes up and talks, Marlin goes to the dungeons. Damien will be severely punished for harming the heir.
But Noah is your son too. Your child with the Luna.
It doesn't matter anymore. Right now, keep Harper in the dark. Later, I will bring Damien back as an orphan for her to adopt. He is the heir I actually want.
My heart shatters. My husband let our son die on purpose just to protect his bastard with his mistress. Riker finds me collapsing in the rain. He takes me back to the Alpha mansion.
Drink some hot tea. You are soaked.
I look at this man playing the perfect husband. My eyes are dead cold.
Riker, I reject you.
Riker's face turns pale instantly.
What did you say?
You heard me. I'm rejecting our bond. Forever.
No. Harper, you're just too heartbroken. You don't know what you're saying. Noah's death broke us both, but we can have another baby. Another pup will make you forget this pain.
His words make me sick. Right then, a ringtone from his phone cuts off his act. He hurries into the hallway to answer it. A child's voice comes through the line.
Daddy, I'm so scared. When are you coming home?
I'm on my way, baby. There's an attack at the border. I have to deal with it right now.
I don't even want to argue anymore.
Go.
Riker rushes out impatiently. Then my phone vibrates. A flood of photos comes in. Intimate bed photos of Riker and Maren. A family portrait of the three of them. That happiness blinds me. The pure humiliation of betrayal shatters my heart. Then a cold message pops up.
Do you know why your wolf stays silent? Briar laces your food with moonshade every day. He's terrified you'll threaten my position. You're pathetic.
My phone slips from my hand, and I cover my mouth. Finally, I dial a number I haven't called in years.
Dad, it's me. I need the antidote for moonshade.
Father's alpha aura crashes forth.
Who dared to poison my daughter?
I will handle it myself. Can you find a way to send me the antidote?
The full moon is in 3 days. If you take the antidote, then it won't just clear the poison. Your wolf will fully awaken. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Good. I'm still handling unrest at the border. I'll have James deliver the medicine. No matter what happens, the royal family is always your sanctuary.
I look out at the night sky. Revenge burns in my eyes. Half an hour later, tires screech at the mansion. Riker enters with a 6-year-old boy identical to Noah. I suppress my heartache, realizing he cheated while I carried our child.
This is Damien. He lost his parents in the war. Since Noah's gone, maybe we can give him a home.
Are you going to be my new mommy?
Your mommy? Those words smash cruelly into my grieving heart, especially coming from the protected pup who pushed my son to his death. Then, Maren walks into my home, dressed in luxury. I catch the smugness in her eyes instantly.
This is Maren. She used to care for Damien at the orphanage. I want her to stay here to help him adjust.
Just like that, he uses an excuse to bring his mistress and bastard child into our home. But now is not the time to snap. I force a smile.
Sure. You are so understanding, Luna Harper.
Riker takes Damien upstairs to see the bedroom.
Guess whose bed Riken was actually sleeping in every night while you were pregnant? If I were you, I'd be smart and walk away. Don't humiliate yourself.
Late at night, I slip into the kitchen silently. I find the maid, Hazel. Besides me, she is the only one in this mansion who truly cried for Noah.
Harper? Hazel, I need your help. Find a chance to sneak into Riker's study and take photos of all the important documents. Luna, that's very dangerous. Are you sure? Yes. I must know the truth. For Noah, and for you, I will do it.
I clench my fists. Riker, Marin, 2 more days. Once I fully awaken, you will pay in blood. The next day, Marin orders servants to carry boxes of jewelry into the hall. Her smug attitude makes her look like the lady of the Alpha mansion. Marin sees me and walks over with a wicked smile.
Honey, you are weak after losing your son. Let me manage the household for a while.
In front of all the servants, her single sentence strips away my Luna authority. At dinner, the humiliation gets worse. I find peanuts in my soup. Every servant knows I'm allergic. I call the head chef over, fighting the itch in my throat from the allergic reaction.
Can you explain the peanuts in the soup?
Sorry. Miss Marin specifically ordered peanuts in the soup.
Marin winks at me provocatively.
Oh, sorry, Luna. I really didn't know.
Enough, Harper. Stop being so pushy and making things hard for everyone.
He taps his wine glass excitedly.
I've decided to hold an official welcoming ceremony for Damien next week, to formally introduce him to the pack.
Marin hiding her ecstatic smile.
A ceremony means witnesses and recognition. It means Ryer wants to secure Damien as the heir faster.
I know I have to act. Time is running out. Before being sent to my room due to the allergy, I demand Hazel care for me. I take the allergy medicine Hazel brought and lower my voice.
Time is running out. We must get the documents tonight.
Hazel nods and leaves the room silently. Late at night, I lie on a cold bed. Flirty whispers come from the next room.
Harper probably took her meds and fell asleep from the allergy. I'll take real good care of you tonight.
Separated by a single wall in my own home, my husband and his mistress are intimate. Shame and fury fill my chest, but my mind is completely clear. I take the chance to meet Hazel in the basement. Hazel looks grim. She hands over her phone.
I took photos of everything. Look at these files.
Shocking contracts fill the screen. The most unbelievable one is a supply agreement.
According to this, Ryer has been buying moonshade from the black market for 5 years. Marin is the only middleman. How could this be? Luna, this might be because of your special bloodline. An Alpha can steal your power through the mate bond, even if your wolf is asleep.
I look at Riker and Marin's signatures at the bottom of the official document. My hands shake. My marriage was a conspiracy from day one. For my power, my husband plotted with his mistress from the very start to poison me long term.
This is a massive bank transfer. The memo says cleanup service. The timing is right after Noah died. They paid a fortune to wipe out the evidence of killing my son.
Riker stands in the shadows.
Harper, you're coming with me.
Several large guards stand outside. Dr. Thorne stands by the clinic chair, holding a bowl of bubbling, pungent green liquid.
This is a fertility suppressant. Harper, drink it. It's for your health.
He wants to make sure I can never have another heir.
Ryder, I don't want to drink it, please.
Then I'll just have to help you. Guards, hold her down.
Dr. Thorne brings the creepy green liquid close to my clenched lips. Right then, the silence deep in my chest explodes. The 2 guards are blasted back. For the first time, naked terror flashes deep in Riker's eyes.
What the hell? How is this possible? You do not even feel bad for hurting her?
Dylan stared at me. Dylan, you act like you are some loyal, devoted man, but the truth is you are the most pathetic, stupid, blind fool I have ever seen.
Shut your mouth. Say one more word against Serena and I will make sure you never crawl out of Blood Moon Pack.
Serena's face went pale. She grabbed Dylan's sleeve in a panic. Dylan, don't listen to her. She's losing it. She knows you chose me, so now she wants to drag me down with her. She's just jealous. Jealous? Of a woman who has to live behind lies? Iris, enough. I know you hate that I came back, but I did not take anything from you. Dylan was never yours. His mate bond never belonged to you. Not even for a second. You are right. He was never mine, so I have nothing left to lose.
Iris, this is your final warning. Apologize to Serena or I will destroy your wolf spirit myself.
Then do it. Dylan's eyes darkened, flooding with molten alpha gold. He raised his hand. The air turned heavy, pressing down like deep water.
Do it right now. Better yet, kill me! A crushing alpha command slammed into me. Deep inside my chest, my wolf let out a raw, splitting howl.
Invisible claws sank into my soul and pulled. Silver light tore loose from my skin, thread by thread, like something being ripped out at the root.
Once I'm dead, the truth dies with me. You will never know why Serena came back, or who has been helping her hide from you for 8 years.
Dylan's hand froze inches from my throat.
Helping her?
They locked me in a damp, freezing punishment cell. Cold water covered the floor, and the walls still smelled of old blood. My ankle throbbed with every heartbeat, and my gown was soaked from the moisture in the air. All night, no one brought me water. No one even came to check if I was still breathing. I did not know how much time had passed before the heavy iron door creaked open. Dylan walked in with a blank face and threw something at me. It was a wolfsbane wreath, glowing faintly blue in the dark.
Take it. Go kneel at Serena's grave and think about what you did. When you finally learn your place, I will let you out.
He knew. He knew I was deathly allergic to wolfsbane. Just touching it could send me into shock. I used to swallow everything. For my son. For the love I thought we had. But I was done letting them trample what little dignity I had left. I gripped the thorny wreath in my hands and threw it back at his feet with all the strength I had left.
I am done, Dylan. Let us perform the rejection rite. I want to sever whatever is left between us.
Dylan gave a cold laugh.
Reject me? Iris, don't flatter yourself. You think running my house for a few years makes you anything more than a low-ranking wolf? Apologize right now, and I might still let you keep your place beside me.
No. I'm done begging for scraps from you. I wiped the tears from my eyes, turned around, and walked out of that cell without looking back. When I woke up, I was lying in the infirmary. Outside the door, I heard Dylan and his parents talking. Dylan's mother, Luna Marissa's voice came through clearly.
If she wants to leave, let her. That ceremony was never finished anyway. No Luna seal, no real soul thread. Dylan was never truly bound to her.
She gave us an heir. That is the only reason she was allowed to stay this long. A low-ranking she-wolf should know when to be grateful.
I pushed open the infirmary door. Dylan and his parents turned to look at me at the same time.
What were you talking about just now? What did you mean?
Marissa's face darkened at once.
Since when do you get to stand outside doors and listen to private family business?
Dylan frowned, his voice cold.
You almost died. And this is what you do the second you wake up? Start more drama? Iris, are you ever done humiliating this family?
I stared at him, my fingers digging into the doorframe.
8 years ago, that mating ceremony. Was it ever real?
Dylan let out a mocking laugh.
Why are you digging this up now? You lived in the pack house for 8 years. You had Noah.
What else were you expecting from me?
I want to know what I was to you.
Dylan's expression hardened.
Enough. You are a low-ranking wolf. Blood Moon gave you a roof, a name, and a place beside me. Most wolves like you would kill for that. Stop dragging the ceremony into another one of your seeds.
He stepped closer and lowered his voice.
If you still want to stay in the pack, go apologize to my parents. Right now.
And if I don't?
Dylan's eyes narrowed.
Then keep throwing your little fit. Let us see if anyone in Blood Moon Pack still takes your side.
I looked at him, and something inside me went cold. The man in front of me suddenly felt like a stranger. Maybe I had never really known him at all.
Dylan Hale, you disgust me.
Dylan's jaw tightened, and his stare burned into me.
Iris, you had better know exactly what you are saying right now.
I do.
I bit my fingertip and raised my hand in front of everyone.
In the name of the moon goddess, I, Iris Ellison, reject Dylan Hale as my mate.
The hallway went silent. I braced myself for the pain. I waited for the soul thread I had believed in for 8 years to snap, but nothing happened. No thread. No tearing pain in my wolf soul. No answer from the moonlight. My wrist was bare, and there was nothing inside me except a cold, empty silence. Whispers rose around me. Marissa let out a cold laugh. Dylan looked at me with open mockery in his eyes.
Do you see it now? There is no real soul thread. What exactly did you think you were rejecting?
I slowly lowered my hand. The cruelest part was not that he had abandoned me. It was that I had never even had the right to be abandoned.
Are you done? Once you calm down, I might consider giving you a real bonding ceremony.
Do not bother.
Dylan's brows drew together.
Since I was never your mate, I have no reason to stay. From this moment on, I owe you nothing. I owe Blood Moon Pack nothing.
I turned and walked toward the door.
You think you can just walk away? Who is going to take care of Noah?
I stopped for a moment, but I did not turn around.
He keeps saying Serena should be his mother. Then let her be his mother.
I went back to the pack house to take the last few things that belonged to me. While I was packing, I heard the servants downstairs whispering in panic.
Tell the Alpha, she came back. She actually came back.
I dragged my suitcase downstairs and saw a woman in a white dress sitting on the sofa. She was holding a cup of tea, calm and comfortable, like this house had always belonged to her. She looked up at me and smiled.
Hello, Iris. I am Serena Ashford, Dylan's real fated mate.
Before I could say a word, the front door flew open. Dylan and Noah rushed in. The moment Dylan saw Serena, his whole body froze. Then he walked right past me.
Serena, is it really you? You are alive?
And pulled her into his arms. Noah ran over too, his eyes bright with excitement.
Dad, I told you she wasn't dead. She's even prettier than the pictures. Can she stay with us? Can she be my mom now?
Serena leaned against Dylan's chest and looked at me.
So this is the temporary mate who took care of you for 8 years?
Dylan did not let go of her.
Do not worry about her. She gave the Hale family an heir and managed the house for a few years, that's all.
I stood in the living room with my suitcase in my hand, watching them hold each other. The rejection rite had not severed anything, because there had never been a bond to sever. But in that moment, the last piece of my heart finally broke. I dragged my suitcase toward the door. That was when Dylan's phone rang. He stepped into the hallway to answer it. I was alone with Serena in the living room. The soft, fragile look on her face disappeared at once. She stepped in front of me and blocked my suitcase with her arm.
Iris, you spent 8 years his side. You should know better than anyone that you were only a replacement.
Move. Serena smiled. Then she grabbed a crystal glass from the coffee table and smashed it at her own feet. The sound had barely faded when she dropped to the floor beside the sofa, clutching her ears and screaming.
Stop! Please don't throw things! Iris, I know you hate that I came back, but I never wanted to take anything from you.
Dylan rushed back in immediately. Before I could speak, Serena had already thrown herself into his arms, sobbing.
Dylan, when the rogues took me, that sound was what I feared most. She knows how badly it scares me, and she did it on purpose to break me.
I never touched that glass. She broke it herself. Dylan glanced at the shattered glass on the floor, then looked at me.
You expect me to believe that?
Check the security footage. Serena's fingers tightened around Dylan's shirt.
No, please. I cannot watch it again.
Dylan's face turned cold.
Enough! Serena just came home, and you are already trying to destroy her?
Pain crashing down. His alpha pressure crashed down on me. My knees gave out, and I dropped onto the broken glass. Dylan threw me onto the broken crystal like I was nothing. Blood quickly soaked through my clothes. Pain spread through my whole body. But instead of crying, I pushed myself up from the floor and laughed.
What the hell are you laughing at? You do not even feel bad for hurting her?
Dylan stared at me. Dylan, you act like you are some loyal, devoted man, but the truth is you are the most pathetic, stupid, blind fool I have ever seen.
Shut your mouth. Say one more word against Serena and I will make sure you never crawl out of Blood Moon Pack.
Serena's face went pale. She grabbed Dylan's sleeve in a panic.
Dylan, don't listen to her. She's losing it. She knows you chose me, so now she wants to drag me down with her. She's just jealous.
Jealous? Of a woman who has to live behind lies?
Iris, enough. I know you hate that I came back, but I did not take anything from you. Dylan was never yours. His mate bond never belonged to you, not even for a second.
You are right. He was never mine, so I have nothing left to lose.
Iris, this is your final warning. Apologize to Serena or I will destroy your wolf spirit myself.
Then do it. Dylan's eyes darkened, flooding with molten alpha gold. He raised his hand. The air turned heavy, pressing down like deep water.
Do it right now. Better yet, kill me!
A crushing alpha command slammed into me. Deep inside my chest, my wolf let out a raw, splitting howl. Invisible claws sank into my soul and pulled. Silver light tore loose from my skin, thread by thread, like something being ripped out at the root.
Once I'm dead, the truth dies with me. You will never know why Serena came back, or who has been helping her hide from you for 8 years.
Dylan's hand froze inches from my throat.
Helping her?
The temperature inside the car turned suffocating.
Alex, hit me harder. Make me forget every filthy thing they ever did to me.
5 years ago, my ex, Matthew, protected Sophie after she killed my mother. Later, the Whitaker family kidnapped me, destroyed me, forced me to flee Boston. My billionaire husband has transferred hundreds of billions in assets into my name.
Take it, baby. Now this power is yours.
But when I came back to Boston, they crushed me all over again. They killed my grandmother.
You pathetic little bitch. I swear I'll make you die in here.
Then you should have killed me first. Because now I'm dragging every single one of you down to hell with me.
5 years after I walked away from Matthew Shaw, I married Alex Sterling, one of the wealthiest men in the country. Alex insisted on transferring his trust interests and most of his personal assets into my name.
This is the foundation I want to give you, something that doesn't depend on anyone else.
I came back to Boston, the city where I was born, specifically to sign this trust transfer document. I walked into Boston's largest law firm, Shaw Pierce LLP.
Hello, I have an appointment.
Well, if it isn't Nora Quinn, the one who used to throw herself at Matthew back in the day.
They were the same people who used to make my life hell. And at the center of them stood a man, the nightmare I had spent 5 years trying to bury, Matthew Shaw.
Oh my god, it's really her! What's with all the knockoffs?
That Paddock Balilip is fake too, isn't it? Nora, there's no need for this.
Dressing up in knockoffs and pretending to be some socialette just makes you look cheap.
5 years and he's still the same. The moment I show up, he just assumes automatically that I'm here for him. Everyone on campus knew I was crazy about Matthew Shaw. I brought him coffee, saved him seats in the library, and even ran a fever just to show up at his games. After the match, I could barely stand, but he only looked down at me and said,
Then go ahead and try.
And just like that, I became his girlfriend. I thought I'd finally found love until Sophie Whitaker showed up. Sophie was Matthew's childhood sweetheart. The moment she got into the same school, she effortlessly claimed every spot by his side. I made a scene, but every time he just looked at me with a frown.
Nora, you're really annoying like this.
So I held it in, over and over again. On the eve of the wedding, my mother was killed by a speeding Porsche. The driver was a drunk Sophie Whitaker. I rushed to the police station, only to see her crying and clutching Matthew's sleeve.
Matt, I didn't mean it.
Don't be afraid. I'm here.
Finally, I understood. In his heart, his fiancée would never be worth more than a single tear from Sophie. The wedding is off. We're done.
Sophie is like family to me. I can't just abandon her.
When the trial came, Matthew personally defended her, twisting a fatal DUI into reckless driving. She clung to him, crying, "My father and I appealed again." I was kicked out of my apartment, stalked, kidnapped, and threatened with compromising photos. In the end, I fled to New York like a stray dog with nowhere to go. Cancel the appointment. I'll find another firm.
She's clearly here for Matthew. Matthew is about to marry the Whitkern heiress.
Say one more word, and I'll tear your mouths apart.
Nora, you're 28, not 18. Is it really worth it to come to my workplace and make a scene?
Matthew, listen carefully. I'm here for a property trust transfer. My husband is about to transfer hundreds of millions in assets to me. As for you, you're nothing but a pathetic ex who never mattered. Don't flatter yourself. The lobby fell into a dead silence, Matthew's eyes dripping with sarcasm.
Nora, think before you lie. Do you even believe that insane nonsense yourself?
Rent a watch, hire some extra to play your husband, and suddenly you think you're a wealthy socialite? Bet he's some balding old man.
I was about to retort.
Nora Quinn, you goddamn pest!
A vicious slap landed hard across my face, snapping my head to the side.
How dare you still come here to seduce my Matthew? We're already engaged! You pathetic homewrecker!
I raised my hand to slap her back, but my wrist was roughly grabbed midair. It was Matthew. He held my wrist in a death grip and even shoved me back a step.
Nora, that's enough. Stop this nonsense.
I stared at him, almost unable to believe what had just happened. I was the one who had been hit. But just like 5 years ago, the only person he stopped was me. Seeing Matthew take her side, vicious satisfaction flashed across Sophie's face. The next second, she lunged at me, grabbed a fistful of my hair, and yanked hard.
You shameless bitch! You pushed your way between us in college, and now you have the nerve to follow him to his own law firm? You disgusting little homewrecker! I am going to ruin you!
The firm's staff stood around watching, and not a single person tried to pull her off me.
Get her face! A homewrecker getting dragged in her ex's law shop? This is insane! Didn't she chase him all through college? She humiliated herself for years and still ended up with nothing. Honestly, she brought this on herself.
Matthew watched the whole thing with cold, detached eyes.
Nora, get up. Apologize to Sophie. And promise me you will stop lying and stay out of our lives. Do that, and I will let you walk out of here without making this worse, for old time's sake.
I forced myself off the floor, drew back my hand, and slapped him across the face as hard as I could.
Matthew, you make me sick!
The red imprint of my hand bloomed across Matthew's cheek.
You hit my fiancé? Who the hell do you think you are?
I raised my arm on instinct. The scalding coffee soaked through my sleeve.
That was assault? I am calling the police.
The police arrived.
Mr. Shaw, you are here too. Can you tell me what happened? Officer, this stormed into the firm and attacked
That is
Mr.
exactly
Fiancé.
what happened. And unfortunately, our lobby camera has been down for a month. She has been harassing Mr. Shaw for weeks, and today she came in looking for trouble.
Miss Quinn, we're taking you in. You can tell your side of the precinct.
Every person in that lobby rewrote the truth. He snapped the handcuffs onto my injured wrist.
Nora, you always have to push things too far. Maybe one night in a holding class will finally teach you something.
One word from the Whitaker family, and I was thrown into a holding cell at one of the roughest precincts in South Boston.
So you are the one they warned us about. The rich man chaser who starts swinging when she does not get what she wants. Enjoy sleeping on that tonight, princess. A girl like you should be used to being uncomfortable.
That night became its own kind of hell. Every time I dared to close my eyes, a steel-toed boot slammed into the bed. rattling my skull. Two of them dragged me off the bunk and pinned me to the cold, wet floor. Another bucket of dirty gray water hit me directly in the face. I curled into the corner, but I clenched my jaw and kept my eyes open in the dark. 5 years ago, they destroyed my parents. 5 years later, Matthew was still holding the door open for anyone who wanted to push me off the edge. The next morning, they finally let me out. The officer processing my release tossed my phone onto the counter.
Mr. Shaw decided not to press charges. Consider yourself lucky. Now get out and stop picking fights with people who have more power than you.
I picked up my phone with shaking fingers. Notifications came flooding in. The footage from the law firm had been maliciously edited and was already going viral on TikTok. All that remained was me slapping Matthew. Then it got worse. My name, my old photos, my past, and even my family's address were being shared everywhere. A local news livestream had just gone live from South Boston, right outside the old apartment building where the only person I had left in this world still lived, my grandmother. The cameras had completely surrounded the narrow entrance to her building. Dozens of reporters and content creators crowded the sidewalk, their lenses aimed straight at her face. She stood in the doorway, lost and terrified under the glare of the cameras, still clutching the grocery bag she had just carried back from the store, the ingredients for the chowder she had promised to make me when I called her yesterday.
Ma'am, is it true your granddaughter had an affair with a high-profile attorney and attacked his fiancé in public? Did your granddaughter run to New York because she was exposed as a homewrecker? Is this apartment being paid for with some married man's money? Answer the question!
On screen, Grandma Helen's face went white as chalk, and her whole body started to shake. Neighbors stood around pointing and whispering. Then someone threw a rotten tomato at her.
You animals! Get away from my grandmother!
I ran like I was losing my mind. Grandma Helen had a serious heart condition. She could not handle this kind of shock. By the time I made it to the building and rushed up the stairwell walls had been spray painted in bright red. I pushed open the door. The smell of chicken soup still hung in the air, but Grandma Helen was collapsed in the kitchen doorway, one hand pressed to her chest, her face a terrifying shade of blue.
Grandma, wake up, please! Do not scare me like this!
The neighbors and reporters outside watched through the open door. I swallowed the pain, lifted her onto my back. A nurse came rushing out, her expression grave.
She is in cardiac arrest. She needs emergency surgery right now. The family in the VIP suite is refusing to release the doctor. Refusing to release him?
My grandmother is dying in there!
I shoved through the VIP ward door like a woman on fire. Sophie was sitting up in the hospital bed with one hand over her heart. Matthew and Richard stood on either side of her.
Let the doctor go save my grandmother. She is running out of time!
Oh, Nara. I wish I could help, but after what you did yesterday, my heart has been acting up. The doctor is still checking on me, so he cannot leave.
Sophie, she is dying in there. If you hate me, take it out on me, not my grandmother.
Fine. I will let him go. But first, you are going to say it on camera. Admit you lied. Admit you are jealous of me. Admit you are still obsessed with Matthew. Say you are a crazy stalker. Say you are a homewrecker who tried to ruin my engagement. Say it clearly, and maybe I will let the doctor go save your grandmother.
I dug my nails into my palm, lifted my head, and looked straight into the camera.
I am a liar. I am jealous of Sophie. I had no right to go after Matthew.
Sophie still was not satisfied. She walked up to me in her heels and tapped the toe of her shoe against my knee.
Lower. The camera cannot see how pathetic you really are.
My knees gave out, and I sank halfway to the cold floor. Sophie finally let out the laugh she had been holding back.
Nora, look at yourself. You really do look just like that dying grandmother of yours.
She leaned close to my ear and spoke slowly.
Your parents died young because they deserved it. Your grandmother is no different.
And the doctor still did not make it in time. The nurse came running back, her face pale, and shook her head.
I'm sorry, we ran out of time.
I looked at my grandmother's body under the white sheet. A rage so violent it felt like it was tearing through my ribs surged up inside me. I stormed back to the VIP suite, kicked the door open, and slapped Matthew and Sophie across the face.
Security! Get this lunatic out of here!
Several men in black grabbed me and dragged me down into the shadowed underground garage. Richard straightened his jacket, his eyes cold as stone.
Miss Quinn is unstable, violent, and delusional. The paperwork for an emergency psychiatric hold is already prepared. Get her restrained and transferred before she hurts someone.
Get your hands off me! I am not crazy! You are murderers!
Richard held up his phone.
Keep fighting, and these go live tonight. Everywhere. Hold her down. Give her the sedative.
A thick needle loaded with clear fluid moved toward my neck. Just as I was about to lose everything, the shriek of tires split the air. The door swung open. Alex stepped out in a black coat, his face colder than I had ever seen it.
Who dares touch her?
My fated mate. But he looked down on me for being a wolfless omega. He never marked me, never claimed me in front of his people. He only kept me hidden for 3 years. Every time I tried to run, he dragged me straight back to his bed. Then the healer told me I was carrying his pup. A pup from an alpha everyone believed was infertile. An impossible heir. Before I could tell him, rogues attacked. Wolfsbane stole his memory, and he forgot everything about me. His childhood sweetheart, Vanessa Hale, slapped me across the face.
He forgot you. A wolfless omega like you should crawl away and disappear.
3 years later, I walked back into his life with the son he never knew he had. Alpha Dominic threw me onto the bed, locked my wrists to the headboard with black leather restraints, and pinned a heavy black pendant around my throat.
Wear it. Without my scent, rogues will tear you apart.
Then today, I went to the pack healer and found out I was pregnant. The healers had always sworn Dominic was sterile, but the report was right there in my hands, his pup inside me. My first thought was to find him and tell him. But when I reached the recovery ward, Dominic wasn't there waiting for me. Vanessa was. She was still crying when she saw me. The second her eyes locked onto mine, she crossed the room fast, tears still wet on her face, something vicious rising in her expression.
You bitch.
The slap landed hard across my face.
This is your fault. Alpha Dominic is in a coma with wolfbane poisoning because of you. If you had never existed, none of this would have happened.
I shoved the door open, and the smell of blood hit me first. Dominic lay on the bed, his face bone white, black veins of poison crawling across half his chest. The toxin had torn through his soul and taken his memories with it. He had forgotten everyone. He could not even recognize my scent in the air. Vanessa threw herself beside him, like a guard dog, and screamed at me.
You worthless, wolfless bitch! You were walking around the borderlands, reeking of Dominic's alpha scent.
That is how the rogues tracked us.
That is how they ambushed Alpha Dominic!
He was cleaning up your mess, and now look at him. You are a damn curse.
I stood there, my eyes red and wet, still holding onto a trace of hope that Dominic would be all right. That seemed to irritate Vanessa even more. She stepped forward and shoved me hard. I lost my balance and stomped straight Dominic's mother, Luna Margaret. Margaret's face darkened instantly. Before I could steady myself, she lifted her foot and kicked me down.
Pathetic. You come in here with your tears and your desperate little face. Like any of us owe you something. You are nothing to this family. You have never been anything.
I tried to get up. My hands were shaking.
Stay down. When Dominic opens his eyes, the last thing he needs to see is you, a broken wolfless mistake his soft heart took pity of. That ends today.
They ordered me out, but as the guards dragged me away, Dominic's fingers clawed into the stone bed. Even unconscious, he let out a low, jagged growl.
Do not take it. Do not let her leave.
His voice was wrecked. Vanessa threw herself over him, pressing her body against his chest to block his line of sight. Then she leaned close to his ear, her breath warm.
Dominic, I am right here. I will never leave you.
The guards dragged me out. Only then did I touch my neck and feel the fang talisman still there. I turned around and walked right back. I stretched my neck toward them.
If you want me gone, take this off. As long as I wear it, Dominic can still sense where I am.
The healer sneered and brought out silver shears. The leather cord snapped. Then they scrubbed my skin raw with moon water until every trace of Dominic's scent was gone. The moment the talisman broke, Dominic's body seized in the next room. He coughed up black blood, as if something had been carved straight out of his soul. Vanessa kicked the fang into the fire, but her fingers closed around a single shard and hid it in her palm. Richard threw a bag of money at me and forced me to swear a blood oath never to speak of the past. I left alone, barely steady on my feet. Slowly, I touched my stomach. I forgot to tell them again. Dominic was not infertile. He already had a child. 3 years later, in a border town where humans and wolves lived side by side, I gave birth to Eli Reed alone in a basement clinic. He looked exactly like Dominic. Today, the pup training camp open house. I could not find anyone who could treat a wolf pup, so I carried him to the Blackwood Border Clinic. The moment I stepped inside, a wave of perfume hit me. Vanessa stood there with a little boy at her side. He was dressed in heir ceremonial robes. I stared at that child. Vanessa recognized me. Her face stiffened, then twisted into a sneer.
Hazel? Getting thrown out 3 years ago? Was not humiliating enough? Now you crawl back here with some bastard? Trying to squeeze money out of the Blackwoods?
I held Eli tighter. He was burning up, barely conscious.
I did not come here for you. He has a fever. Please, just let the healer see him.
Vanessa planted herself right in front of the door.
Why should I? My child scraped his hand, and even that matters more than your bastard's whole life.
The little boy at her side lifted his chin and looked at Eli. I yanked him back just in time. She missed, and that only made her angrier. Her fingers went to the silver mark on her temple as she opened a mind link.
Dominic, someone is threatening our child. A lowborn mega dragged her bastard into the clinic, and he just bit our son.
A cold voice cut through the air.
Who touched my child? I am coming.
Vanessa's eyes lit up when she heard his answer.
Did you hear that? Dominic is coming.
His voice made my chest lock up. 3 years ago, he knew I was his fated mate, but he still refused to mark me or claim me. He despised my rank and let everyone treat me like a shameful little secret. Now Vanessa only had to say our child was being threatened, and he came running. He would always choose her, never me. I held Eli tighter. I could swallow the humiliation, but I would not let them hurt my child. Eli's face was pale with pain, but his little fingers still clutched my collar.
Mommy, don't be scared.
Vanessa sneered. Territory. I tried to run, but my wolf had never awakened. The pressure alone made my legs buckle. Just as the guards reached for Eli, the clinic doors slammed open. Every wolf in the room lowered their head. Dominic was here. He was paler than he had been 3 years ago, and black wolfsbane veins still coiled up his neck. But the force of a dominant alpha still crushed the room into silence. Vanessa rushed to his side.
Dominic, it's her. She let her bastard bite our son and tried to steal the exam room.
Dominic glanced at the boy, then looked at me. At first, his eyes were cold and empty. Then my scent reached him. His whole body went rigid, and his gold eyes ignited. He walked toward me like his own wolf was dragging him forward, his breathing heavier with every step. I backed into the wall with Eli in my arms. Dominic grabbed my chin and forced my face up. His voice was rough and unsteady.
You look familiar to me. What is your name?
I was forced to look up at him. That familiar alpha presence bore down on me, and my mind went blank for a beat.
Hazel.
The moment he heard that name, his pupils contracted and his chest started heaving, but his eyes stayed empty. He didn't remember me. It was just his body reacting, his wolf recoiling at the sound of my name, like it had been struck by something it couldn't understand. Vanessa's voice sliced through the silence.
Dominic, she's faking. These low omegas know exactly how to use scent to manipulate people.
Then Eli curled up in my arms and cried out in pain.
Mommy, it hurts.
I clutched him tighter, but somehow, with what little strength he had left, he reached toward Dominic. His face was burning red, and his voice came out barely a whisper.
Daddy?
The whole clinic went dead silent. I froze too. Eli had no idea who he was calling to. He was just in too much pain, reaching for the strongest alpha near him on pure instinct, like a dying cub. Dominic stared at that tiny hand. His face went even paler. Eli grabbed the edge of his shirt and drew in a small breath, and the violent gold light in his eyes slowly began to dim.
When I'm close to you, it doesn't hurt so much.
The healer rushed forward, his expression shifting to shock.
This is bloodline preservation. He's a dominant alpha pup, too young and never blessed by the territory. His awakening is forcing him to seek out a source alpha's core energy.
Vanessa's face went white.
That's impossible. He's just a bastard.
The healer looked at Eli, then at Dominic, his voice shaking.
No ordinary alpha could stabilize him that fast.
for him to calm down this quickly. It has to be a direct blood connection.
Dominic said nothing. He bent down and lifted Eli into his arms. Eli pressed against his chest, and his pained little face finally relaxed. But Dominic let out a rough grunt, like something was being ripped out of him, and the healer stumbled back.
He's draining your alpha energy.
Vanessa screamed.
He cannot be Dominic's child!
Dominic lifted his eyes, and his voice was ice.
Save him first.
Eli was rushed into the treatment room, and his breathing finally steadied. I had just started to exhale when Dominic grabbed my wrist and dragged me out. He kicked open the door to the next ward. A wounded wolf was inside being treated, and Dominic hauled him off the bed and shoved him toward the door. The wolf scrambled away. Vanessa screamed and tried to force her way in, but Dominic's alpha pressure slammed her back. The door shut in her face. He turned on me and threw me onto the bed. Silver restraint straps hung from the sides, and he grabbed them, binding my wrists to the bed frame.
Dominic, have you lost your mind? Let me go!
He came down over me. His chest burned against mine, and his thigh forced its way between my legs. The black veins of wolfsbane twisted under his skin. Driven wild by desire and pain, he tore at my clothes, his fingers digging into my waist.
Why does my body want to rip you apart right now?
He pinned me down harder. Then he dropped his head and sank his fangs into the side of my... And desperate, his palm dragging up my side, his blood-stained fingers grabbed my chin and forced me to look straight into those shattered gold eyes.
Who the hell are you? Tell me!
I could not answer. The blood oath from 3 years ago locked around my throat like a cage, and all I could do was stare up at him, helpless. Dominic looked at my pale face, and the hunger and fury in his eyes burned even darker. He crushed his mouth against mine, rough, desperate, and punishing. He swallowed every broken sound I made. One hand clamped hard around my waist, as if he needed proof that I was real and not some fever dream. He bit my swollen lip, and his voice came out wrecked.
My wolf is losing its mind. It says you are mine, only mine. Then why do I not remember you? Why can I not remember anything?
Right then, he fell away from me and charged into the treatment room, slamming his palm over Ellie's tiny chest. Golden light poured out of Ellie and straight into Dominic's body. Dominic let out a raw grunt of pain as the black veins crawled past his ears and across his cheeks. But when Eli's face finally relaxed, he still did not let go. Eli went still. Dominic collapsed toward me as I ran in after him, his forehead hitting my shoulder.
Do not go.
Those words froze me. They were the same words he had said 3 years ago when they cut his talisman from my throat. Then his eyes went empty, and he passed out against me. The door burst open. Vanessa rushed in, with Richard and Margaret right behind her. She saw my torn clothes, the blood on my neck, the fresh bite marks, and Dominic unconscious in my arms. Pure hatred lit up her face.
This filthy Omega used her scent to trap him. She and that bastard drained his alpha energy. She is trying to kill him.
Richard's face turned murderous. He looked at the pack enforcers behind him.
Take her away. I will not let some discarded Omega destroy Dominic.
Vanessa pulled a silver knife from her coat and stepped toward me, smiling like she had already won. Start with her face, ruin it. Then throw her into the lowest cell. When Dominic wakes up, he will not even want to look at her. The enforcer shoved me harder into the mattress. The leather dug into my wrists, and I could not move. Richard stood nearby, cold and detached, ready to bury me under fabricated charges of espionage and attempted murder of an alpha. Vanessa grinned and pressed the cold silver blade against my cheek.
Don't worry. I'll cut deep. When Dominic gets his memories back and sees that ruined face, he'll be sick just looking at you.
I closed my eyes as a tear slipped down my cheek. Margaret watched without a flicker of emotion. In the Blackwood pack, bloodline and honor meant everything. A weak wolf's life meant nothing. Just as the blade was about to split my skin, a deafening boom shook the underground chamber. The stone door was blasted off its hinges by a pure wave of alpha energy.
This is how victory sounds. This is how victory sounds. This is how victory sounds. Oh, they're the Bears!
No way! That's the Bears! She's
Yeah, all of them got D1 scholarship because of basketball.
No, let's go.
Who is she?
She looks like a homeless person. This is an Ivy campus, not a shelter.
Wait, I know her. She used to be the Bears manager, Samantha Reed. I heard she drugged her own team and got thrown out. Jerry.
Sam? What are you doing here? What do you want?
Please, Jared, just let me explain. Just once, please.
Naomi? What are you doing?
Before the state qualifiers in senior year, I caught Naomi putting stimulants into the team's drinks. I tried to stop her because I knew she was going to destroy the whole team.
Sam! Why would you put something in everyone's drinks?
Sam? Are you out of your mind? Do you realize this could ruin our record and get the whole team suspended?
It wasn't me. It was her. Please, just listen to me.
A vicious girl like you doesn't belong on my team. Rot in juvie and think about what you've done.
After that, I spent a year in hell.
"3 years. I gave you everything. My trainings helped you win the state title. I stayed up all night doing the stats and writing strategies so you could get your D1 scholarships to Winchester. And now what? You all got into an elite school, and I'm the girl who drugged her own team? Nobody wants me anywhere, and I'm left with a crippled leg!
Shut up already! Naomi got us here, not you! Sam still doesn't even understand what she did wrong. Ignore her. She's just milking that busted leg for sympathy. Exactly. For all we know, maybe she broke it herself. Sam, enough. The more you do this, the less we want anything to do with you.
Guys, don't be like this. Sam, she's disabled now. It's honestly kind of pathetic.
You kept getting in my way, so I paid those girls to teach you a lesson. I just didn't expect your leg to break.
It was you. It was all you. You ruined my life. You took everything from me. Everything.
Sam, let go. Have you lost your mind?
You're hurting me.
Let her go, you psycho. Psycho.
I'm dying, and they still won't even look at me. If I ever get another chance, I won't save them. I won't warn them. I'll watch Naomi destroy every single one of them.
Why would you put something in everyone's drinks?
Destroy the whole team. I didn't die. I'm reborn.
Sam, are you still not going to apologize? You accused Naomi of stealing your training plan. She almost went into depression because of your lies.
Accused Naomi of stealing your training?
You hear a word I said? Apologize! Don't make me...
I'll apologize.
What? She agreed just like that? Sam, you've really let me down. We used to be like family. Why do you keep going after Naomi and tearing the team apart?
I'm back in junior year. This was right after we won the city championship. Everyone said it was because of Naomi. No one knew she stole my training plan. I tried to explain, but they all insisted I was just jealous. That was the moment I started losing the whole team.
Nay, thanks to your training plan, we won the city championship. You're our MVP behind the scenes.
Aw, you're too sweet, my captain.
Jeremy was the first one who stopped trusting me. I used to worship him.
Thanks, Sam.
Crazy once had a crush on him, even joined the basketball team because of him. But now, never again.
She accused Naomi of copying her. She's seriously obsessed. She's just jealous. That's embarrassing.
Naomi replaced her
so easily.
Sam, what are you doing here?
Sam, you came! Perfect timing. Come celebrate with us.
I'm not here to celebrate. I'm here to apologize.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm here to apologize to Naomi. Isn't that exactly what all of you wanted?
Sam, are you still saying I copied you? I didn't! If you don't believe me, we can ask Coach to investigate.
Are you sure you really want an investigation? I only thought our training plans looked very similar, but I never told anyone that you copied me. So I'm curious. How did the rumor that I accused you of copying me even start?
Sam, I know you didn't mean to cause trouble, but Naomi really did get talked about because of this. She almost got depressed because of it. So asking you to apologize to her, that's not too much, right?
Sam's always had a crush on me. Ever since Naomi showed up, she's been jealous. Naomi got hurt because of me. I have to make this right.
Yeah, Naomi's always been nice to you. I'm sure she'll forgive you. We've always been a team. Let's put this behind us and move on. Okay?
Sure. I can't wait to move on. Naomi, I'm sorry. No matter what the truth was, if I hurt you in any way, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Why is she being so calm?
Oh, my boo, I never blamed you!
Samantha used to be so stubborn. If she acts this obedient, how am I supposed to turn the whole team against her?
Coach Harlan, Sam already apologized. Do we really still need to punish her?
An apology doesn't erase consequences. Samantha, due to your negligence and your false accusation against Naomi, you are being reassigned to operation support, effective immediately. You will report directly to Naomi. That means you are no longer the team manager. You are Naomi's assistant now. You are no longer the team manager. You are Naomi's assistant now.
Perfect. Now I get to order her around in front of everyone. She'll write my plans, track my numbers, run my errands, do all the dirty work for me. Last time, this was exactly how they demoted me to assistant. Then Naomi stole every bit of my work, and everyone treated me like free labor.
Coach, I've got an even better idea. Why not just make Naomi the manager? Exactly. Naomi helped us win the city championship. That alone proves she can do the job. Sam hasn't been cutting it lately. She's nowhere near Naomi's level. Sam really needs to do better.
I'll consider it. Jeremy, you're the captain. What do you think?
This team has always been about fairness. Whoever's better for the role gets it. Coach, I support your decision. Sam, I know this is hard for you, but if you just cooperate with Naomi, the team will still—
No need. I accept the decision. I'm resigning as team manager. And then I leave this team for good. I think it's time I gave all of this back to you. Evan, this is the notebook you gave me 2 years ago when I first became manager. I'm giving it back.
Wait. Why?
Ryan, this is the stopwatch you gave me 2 years ago. Take it back. Tyler, this is your lucky wristband, the one you wore in your first championship game. This one was from Mark. The team jacket all of you signed for me.
Sam, what the hell are you doing? You used to treasure these gifts, and now you're just throwing all of them away? That's the captain's first MVP medal. Samantha, gave that to you on your 1-year anniversary of the team. Sam, you're really giving back? The thing the captain gave you too?
These used to mean everything to me. Every time I stayed up late writing training plans, I kept them beside me. It made me feel like all of you were still there with me. But now, I don't need any of this anymore. Just like I don't need any of you.
Sam, I know what that medal means to you. No one is forcing you to give it back.
This medal stands for the bond of the whole team. I think it belongs with the team manager. Sam, I can't take something Jer gave to you.
Compared to me, I think the captain would rather have you keep it. Wouldn't he, Captain?
Sam! What game are you playing? Are you doing all this just to get our attention?
No. I'm just doing exactly what all of you wanted me to do. You wanted me to apologize, so I did. You wanted Naomi to replace me, so I agreed. Now I'm even giving her this medal. Isn't that enough? Or is it that you didn't actually want me to give it to her?
You know what? In a way, you're doing me a favor. Take it. If she doesn't want it anymore, what's wrong with me giving it to you? Make sure you appreciate it. Unlike some people. Sam, why are you doing this? I know you're upset about Naomi becoming manager, but this time you really went too far. The captain is really angry right now.
I was just sincerely apologizing. So that's what makes all of you angry?
What the hell happened to Samantha? I barely even recognize her anymore.
They all think I was targeting Naomi. I just need to work harder. Harder than ever. And I'll win their trust back.
Are you okay? Does it hurt? Let me help you with that.
Ow!
What happened? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I just came to help Sam clean up. Maybe the balls weren't stacked properly.
You can't even handle something this basic? You're on bathroom duty for the next month!
It's time to leave them and choose a better team. This time, I'm going after what really belongs to me, giving everything I have to become a professional manager. The only question is, which team do I join?
Thank you.
Sam! What are you doing? Why are you with Blackwell?
So that's Andrew Blackwell, the hockey captain everyone calls the Ice King.
Stay away from him. He's Jeremy's biggest rival. That guy's won Athlete of the Year 3 years in a row. Jeremy only got it once.
Perfect. He's exactly the person I should be getting close to now.
Who the hell do they think they are? Getting all the funding just because they're the flagship team? This year, we're gonna beat them. We're taking them down. Hey, I'm talking to you! Don't go anywhere near him, or don't bother getting our trust back! Think about it.
I understand now. I don't need your warning.
Why is she acting so cold? Is she still mad about the apology thing? God, she's being so petty.
Coach Morales, hi, my name is Samantha Reed. I used to be the Bears manager. I want to join your team.
I know who you are. You're the one who helped turn the Bears into a championship team. 4 titles in 2 years. Nobody just called you a manager. They called you the engine. Honestly, if you had stayed with the Bears, I thought we might lose our flagship title this year. So tell me, why are you leaving them and coming here?
I want to treat sports like a real career and become a professional manager. And the truth is, I've always loved hockey. I chose basketball before for my own reasons. Now, that's changed.
All right, but if I bring someone in, they need to actually understand hockey. You've got 24 hours. Learn the basics, positions, systems, game pace, terminology. Come back tomorrow, pass my test, and you're in.
One day? No way. Coach is just turning her down politely.
So, can you do it?
Yes. Thank you, Coach. I'll earn my way in.
You did very well. Now I want to see how much of our game you actually understand. Show me what you can change here.
Will, your passes are too soft. Lower your stick. Don't just flick with your wrists, drive through with your weight. Nathan, stop leaning back. Shift your weight forward, drive from the hips, and put your power through the puck.
Oh my god! She actually fixed it! Yesterday she was a basketball manager, and today she already gets hockey like this?
Samantha, that was excellent. We're very happy to have you on the Blades.
Welcome.
Are you okay?
The nurse said you passed out from exhaustion.
I guess I pushed myself too hard these past 2 days. Thank you for bringing me here, Andrew.
You're one of us now. You don't have to carry everything alone anymore. Whatever happens, we'll stand with you. We'll carry it together.
It's okay.
What the hell was that out there? We won the city title yesterday, and today we lose a scrimmage to the backup squad? Do you even want the flagship title this year or not? This is on Sam. She didn't prep the film review. She didn't even show up today. Isn't she the one who usually fixes our adjustments on the fly? Enough! What, none of you know how to play unless Sam is here?
But this time she really crossed the line. She seriously just ditched her responsibilities?
Seriously? Sam's gotten way out of line. She's not even picking up the captain's calls now?
Did you hear? Samantha quit the basketball team. And she transferred to our biggest rival, the hockey team. What did you just say?
泉州，你可是南城最潇洒的贵公子，你身高腿长肆意张扬，又玩得这么疯，真不知道最后谁能让你收心。傅清微，部队里最年轻有为的女军官，你父亲竟然让你回去跟她结婚？
他清冷禁欲，严禁自律，你做事全凭喜好，花闹事没少做。他循规蹈矩，军纪如山，你张扬自有，换女友如换衣。他是出了名的不近男色，连男兵的手都没牵过，和你完全两个极端。
是，要是真娶了这样一位太太，想想都觉得窒息。
为了搅黄这桩婚事，我去舞厅热舞3天3夜，想让他知难而退。他却穿着笔挺的军装，在众人各异的目光中，面不改色地扯我回家。我故意装备司令家的花园栅栏，想让他觉得我荒唐，他就亲自登门道歉，赔钱修缮，将事情压得悄无声息。我在前面肆无忌惮地闯祸，他永远在我之后，默不作声地收拾残局。
你因打架被拘留，少帅刚结束3天紧急任务，得知后军装未换，立刻赶过来保释你。少帅因为你，现在眼里都是红血丝。疼不疼？我不在乎。你闯了多少祸，捅了多大的篓子，这些我都能处理。我在乎的，你这里疼不疼？
清楚了，不处理。父亲只会斥责我丢人现眼，芥末只会假惺惺的劝我收敛些，从未有人问过一句。傅庆伟，我们结婚吧。
懂从我的身体穿过又回声空空，是爱情烟消云散留下一个洞。
之前
从你的眼睛浮动，情绪都失控，狠狠放纵，痛过后就不再痛。从我的身体穿过
要全身心只属于我一个人。从前，现在。
你给的是最冷漠，无视我的梦，可惜我总在伤透后才懂。
只有你。
你知不知道，自从你跟傅青薇结婚后，男生圈子里就流传开了一句话。
什么话？
惹谁都别惹副少将的先生乔彦周。
只因你无论捅出了多大篓子，那位冷面女少将都会在你身后为他铺路。
好了，我去把文件送给秦薇。
副少将，您刚刚输了，快说说，你这辈子撒过最大的谎是什么？有人问我这辈子有没有爱而不得的人，我骗他说没有。
他撒谎了，他有爱而不得的人，他骗我。
放开他！
退后！
放开他！
看来我真的是绑对人了。傅青薇，外面都在传你爱上的是那个无法无天先生乔彦周，可只有我知道，你真正放在心尖上的人是他，谢旭白。上次边境行动，
谢旭白，
他们兄弟死的死，残的残。今天我就要杀了他，让你也感受一下失去挚爱的滋味。
你要报复的人是我。放了他，冲我来！
好啊，拿起来，往你自己心口上捅一刀，我再考虑考虑放了他。捅啊！
不要，秦薇不要！秦薇！
不需要承诺，不需要预兆。
他竟然可以为了另一个男人毫不犹豫的自杀。
你放开他，冲我来！你想让我怎样？哪怕是死都可以。
看来你真的是爱惨了他呀！那我更要杀了他了，让你也尝尝什么是绝望。住手！
青薇，青薇，你这样很危险，知不知道？你会死的，知不知道？
当花瓣离开花，
别哭，我没事。
流了这么多血，还说没事？
好，我下次会好好对自己。
小小在风起雨后。
傅青薇跟谢雪白到底是什么关系？他为他毫不犹豫的自残，他为他划上自己的决绝，他们之间没有旁人无法插足，生死与共的牵绊。
乔彦中，你
打死我好了！反正你们乔家已经毁了我和青薇一辈子，我们今生不能在一起，我也不想活了。
你跟傅青薇到底是什么关系？
我和傅青薇两情相悦，可我偏偏查出了血液病，需要极其珍贵的药。这种药物只有你父亲有。青薇去求你父亲，你父亲说他有个儿子叫乔彦周，嚣张跋扈，需要别人管教，只要傅青薇答应嫁给你，给你生个儿子，他就把药给傅青薇。
怪不得傅青薇铁了心嫁给我，怪不得婚后她对我事事顺从，唯独在床上一场执着，几乎夜夜纠缠。原来我所以为的纵容和爱，不过是她为了另一个男人不得不做出的委曲求全。如果你刚刚说的有半句假话，我乔彦周一定让你生不如死。
有一天水花终将汇成巨浪，去到达那片有光的天涯。
如果是真的，我会给你，也给他一个交代。
去实现最初的花。
乔振华，我有话要问你。
没大没小的，怎么跟青薇结婚，连她半点稳重都没学会？我现在连你叫声爸都不配了吗？越来越没规矩。
现在可以跟我好好说话了吗？
逆子，逆子！
彦周，有话好好说，别惹你爸爸生气了。
你一个小三上位，有什么资格在这里跟我指手画脚？
好了，带孩子们先上去。
走。
是不是你用特效药逼傅青薇跟我结婚？
我还能害你啊？傅青薇能力出众，前途无量，我给你找这么好个老婆，我还有错了？只有傅青薇这样的女人才管得住你，你也只有找这样的女人，你才会幸福啊！
用欺骗和交易得来的婚姻，你跟我说幸福？乔振华，我告诉你，我不需要用这种龌龊的手段绑住一个女人。还有，别再口口声声的说对我好，不过就是这些年，我为了我妈的事跟你闹，所以你才想找个女人让我赶紧结婚，你好图个清静。等我家庭稳定了，你才让她劝我放弃争夺家产，还让你把这些钱留给你和那个女人生的那些私生子、私生女，对不对？
你胡说八道！
我现在正式的通知你，这家产我一分都不要。
当真？
但我有2个要求：第一，把药给傅青薇；第二，用你所有的人脉和关系，让我和傅青薇以最快的速度离婚。
算了，强扭的瓜不甜。既然你想离，那就离吧。不过，药 我还不能给你。拿过来。这上面白纸黑字写得很清楚，是你自愿放弃乔家所有财产的继承权。你签个字，等你的离婚报告上面批下来以后，自然会把药给傅清微的。
离婚的事，尽快。我没有傅清微那么讲规矩，如果让我知道你没有把药给他，我会直接炸了这里。你、他，还有那些私生子，全都别想好过。
叶舟，你到底发生什么事了？
能发生什么事？和平常一样，玩乐。
可是自从你结婚之后就没这么疯玩过。你家那位女少将不是天天要缠着和你那个吗？
缠我？那你们知道她缠着我给我生孩子是为了什么吗？我乔彦舟想要什么女人没有？不屑于要一个心里装着别人的女人。
傅清微居然不珍惜，
以彦舟你的性格是绝对不会回头的，无论他以后怎么跪下来求你都没用。
求我？他不会求我的。等我出国把药给了他，他怕是开心还来不及，怎么会来求我？
没长眼睛是吧？看我怎么收拾你！
再让我看到你招惹他，废了你2只手！滚！
傅大军长，好大的官威啊！不知道莅临这种小地方有何贵干？
我刚出差出了个紧急任务，回来就听见你在这玩了3天，胡闹也该有限度，该回家了。
紧急任务？为了他的心上人，还刀子的任务吧？我不要回去。
傅清微，干什么？放开！
你知道我们有多少天没做夫妻义务了吗？既然你不想回去，那就在这儿。
傅清微，你再回来，我恨你一辈子。
我们有个孩子好不好？
如果说我妈就是生第2个孩子的时候得知我爸出轨，她大出血死了，所以我不想要孩子。
彦舟，我什么都可以答应你，但唯独这个不行。我想要个孩子，一个像你一样的孩子，到时候会有全国最好的医疗团队全程守着我。我不会有事的，你放心，不会重复你妈妈的结局。
他不爱你，你的开始都是骗自己。他的爱情太拥挤，你不可能走进去。
在这等着我。
他不爱你，
在这等着我。
有人跳楼了！
2位男同志都伤得很重，颅内出血，多处骨折。但是今天刚送过来很多连环车祸的病人，血库告急，手术室也只剩最后1间了。晚做手术的很可能有生命危险。傅少将，您看 先救哪边？2个都要救，能不能安排转院？不行啊，副少将，他们2位现在的情况根本不适合挪动，您必须做个决定。先救。
爱情被风带走，藏在云的尽头，哪里没有勇气？
续白，
我们
先救续白。
永久，曾经百般照顾，终于放开双手，心被你带走，想念时常会等候。爱情被风带走。
醒了。感觉怎么样？还难受吗？
当时在手术室门口，你不是已经放弃了我的生死，选择了救他吗？现在又何必摆出这副关心的样子？
旭白以前在部队是随性文工团干事，当时他得了一场大病，身体就一直很虚弱。当时那个情况，如果不立刻手术的话，他必死无疑，所以我才先选的他。之后我也立刻联系了其他医院安排床位，尽量让你早点手术。燕州，我没有放弃你。
傅景薇，如果他只是你军营里的同事，只是一个需要被照顾、体弱的下属，那他为什么看到我们在一起的时候会情绪崩溃，甚至跳楼呢？
旭白他曾经有一个特别喜欢的人，但因为种种情况不能在一起，他心里一直特别压抑，情绪也不稳定。可能当时看见我们在舞厅里，所以受了刺激才会做出那样的事情吧。
我这个人呢，最讨厌别人骗我。我妈当时就是活在我爸一个又一个的谎言里，最后甚至丢了性命。你要是骗我，我可走的头也不回。
燕州，我不会骗你。
爱对我乔燕州来说，从来都是锦上添花的东西。行就在一起，不行我就换。傅景薇，在你撒谎的那一刻，就已经从我的世界里彻底出局了。
之前听你说过，你一直在找你母亲被继母卖掉的遗物。我托人打听，大概花了1年多的时间，终于在国外拍卖行找到了，把它们凑齐了给你。
礼物我收了，我就不说谢谢了，因为很快我也会送你一份大礼。
什么？燕州，我有紧急的军务要处理，我先走了。我安排了护工照顾你，好好休息。副少将他有事儿，我推你去做检查吧。来，慢点儿。甜吗？
毕竟她很快就不是我的妻子了，她要对谁好，与我再无关系。
检查显示你恢复得很好，但要注意休息，千万别再受伤了。
东西，谁来过我病房？
是谢同志来过旅胖，他说和您是朋友，帮您拿点东西。
把我东西还给我。
放心，你那套翡翠我没打算要，我只想用这种方式再见你一面。外面都说你是南城最肆意张扬的大少爷，追求者能从这儿排到巴黎，你要什么有什么，为什么要跟我抢？西薇，你明知道他不爱你，你为什么要在舞厅勾引他？是要告诉我素来克己复礼的傅清微会为你失控，为你疯狂吗？
我懒得跟你扯这些没有逻辑的东西，把东西还给我。
我放在停尸间了。死人的东西就该在死人的身上，
不是吗？